Welcome back to MTG Grinders. This is David. I'm back with Trent.
Hello.
And we're here in the final, Trent. Who won game one?
Grant smashed Bob convincingly. Pair of roasts, Thunderbreak Regent. Yeah, it was over pretty good.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah, Bob kind of stumbled a little bit. Had to take a lot of damage to deal with a Thunderbreak Regent. Grant just punished him with a hasty Xenagos Planeswalker, so we're off to it in game two. Scryland.
Bottoming the card was no good. From the look of Grant's hand, it was probably a land. Probably not a land.
It looks like Grant's got two of the new improved Garrick. It looks like the Hunt Caller.
A Hunt Caller. He's a bit of a bro, that guy.
He is the bro for
yeah.
the new set. He is quite the bro.
And I can see in Bob's hand there's a Doomwake Giant in there and also a Siege Rhino. So Bob's looking to try and get to 4 and 5 mana as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Siege Rhino is where you want to be in this matchup. These decks typically punish this green-red aggro. So green-red aggro deck can just punish slow draws, and it looks like Bob might actually have exactly that. It doesn't look like he's got much going on in the ways of anything outside of the lands and Doomwake and
Siege Rhino.
Might be able to whip at the back there.
Well, if he can he'll get to 4 land next turn and be able to cast the Siege Rhino.
The turn 3 Corsair. Turn
playing
3 Corsair, yep.
Playing the land.
Gets the life
and using those semi-large dice, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
So we can keep those life
Oh,
total
look
there.
at that. That is beautiful. Mono green devotion at its finest.
Got to see if he can ramp in anything. So
let's see if he wants to reveal the top card of his library first.
That would be nice with the Corsair out there.
Siege Rhino.
Judge! No judge call from Bob.
No, we're pretty lax down here in Bendigo. Oh, but he should have revealed it. He really should have revealed it. It was a very important
What
card.
was the card?
Destructive Revelry. Artifact or enchantment removal. Yeah, that's... even in I suppose in an FNM you can just kind of flick the card. But yeah, that's actually huge information for Bob to not actually know.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff generally needs to be adhered to at all levels.
Yeah. Something that
that's a game loss in a competitive REL.
Yep.
It's yeah, hidden information and things like that.
And you can see, I think I saw a whip in Bob's hand.
It may have been.
Which Bob should know about the
yeah,
Revelry
he
there.
should have the answer to. So we're going to see Polychronos. What did I do? Maybe I didn't see the Sirac. I thought I did.
Well, Polychronos is a bit of a bro as well.
Oh yeah, he's the bro with all this mana.
So Bob untaps and he draws another
Got some
Doomwake.
nasty glare on the top of his library.
He does, doesn't he?
Oh, this Doomwake Giant's going to look really good though. If he does go to the Doomwake, gets the sweet 2-for-1 just on the trigger.
Yep.
And then he can get in with the Siege Rhino.
So takes out the Elvish Mystic and the Rattleclaw with the Doomwake.
Grant can actually respond correctly though by adding the mana from the end to the battlefield trigger effect of Doomwake Giant. So adding a green and a red and casting the Destructive Revelry on the Doomwake Giant.
That would
in response to the
excellent,
trigger or before the combat phase, before the phase it is in, the main phase moves on.
Sure.
So he can, he's got access to some tight players and keeps the board in check. I suppose the Bob would still be in check, where Bob would be ahead, obviously, with a big 4/6 guy. We'll see if that's the actual line that they both choose to take. A second Corsair, it looks like, from Grant's hand there, and a Corsair on top of his library. Apologies for the vicious glare there that we have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about the lighting in the joint that we play out. As a Doomwake Giant comes down, the trigger goes on the stack. Neg one to all these target creatures.
Pointing out all 4 of them.
Yep.
Because it does give neg one to all of them.
Green and red. Bang, there you go. There's the Revelry in response. The card that Bob should have known about. Which I suppose Bob's not terribly unhappy for this to have happened.
Would have you still cast the Doomwake?
He's got a second
even
one
if you knew about it?
He's got the second one in hand, so I presume so.
No, I mean, if you knew about the Revelry, would you have still cast the Doomwake?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely the right line of play there. It's definitely the right line of play to have played the Doomwake Giant there. So you get the 2-for-1. You actually get a 3-for-1.
Yep.
The Doomwake Giant takes a removal spell out of his hand, takes the 2 dorks off the field. Thunderbreak Regent gets flipped. I'm not so bent on. I suppose it's fine to attack there with Bob. He's not gonna block the Polycranos, so might as well go in. But that's more gas out of the side of.
Well, it certainly does slow the player down, getting rid of the 2 mana dorks there. I mean, he's got.
There's a Corsair.
Oh, he hasn't drawn the Thunder Break just yet.
No, he just loads the board up again.
Yep.
And says, "Okay, let's go again." I think he's got 1 card in hand. It's a Thunderbreak Regent. And Bob will draw for the turn. Looks like
the third
Doomwake Giant. So that'll be the 3 in the list. And these guys work really well in pairs.
But he's decided to go for the whip instead.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the right move.
Questionable. I question the not just savage snap blocks.
So rearranging the blockers to take out the.
You kill a Corsair here. Yep. Kill a Corsair. Gain 4. Yeah, I don't know about this turn from Bob. I think this was a questionable turn. I think just playing the Doomwake Giant and saying go gets rid of the Elvish Mystic. You have 11 toughness on the board.
Yep.
And your opponent probably just can't attack or has a rough time working out what he wants to do in the combat. And then once the board's stabilized, you can even play the 3rd Doomwake Giant for the game, or just play the Whip of Erebos.
Yep.
Still getting the triggers from the Doomwake Giant as an enchantment enters the battlefield. So I think this was a bit of a rushed line from Bob, as now he has no board. He's taking 5, 6, 7. He's taking 8 damage, and we have a follow-up Thunderbreak Regent. So yeah, sure. The game swung wildly out of hand with that 1 turn.
Absolutely, he can whip back the Rhino, gain 3, attack for 4, so gaining 7.
Yeah, but
for the turn, going up to 18, putting his opponent to 12, presuming he doesn't block with the Thunder Break, which he probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
But as I said, the line of putting the whip out isn't what I would have gone with. I would have gone with the more control aspect of the Doomwake Giant.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to whip back the Siege Rhino?
Yeah.
To gain 7? See, I don't think this is right again. I think you have to play Doomwake Giant there. He still takes 9 if he doesn't block. So he plays the Doomwake Giant, gets rid of the Elvish Mystic. The guy Grant will attack with his Polychronos and his Thunderbreak Regent. Oh no, but there's a Back to Nature. And Grant just drew a Back to Nature, so the Doomwake Giant play is actually not a thing. Sorry, I couldn't see through the glare, but the top deck of Grant was a Back to Nature with States, Destroy All Enchantment, so he can't play the Doomwake Giant.
Yep.
Otherwise he loses both his Whip and his Doomwake Giant. But the game's over anyway. There's no way that he can come back from the sideboard attack of Grant with the Revelry and the Back to Nature.
Sure.
And that's 2-zip.
That's 2-zip.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Grant on winning the Friday Night Magic in Bendigo. And I'm sure the handshake will appear very, very shortly as these two...
There you go. Grant demands the handshake of Bob.
And enjoy game day, everyone. And we'll be once again at Game Traders in Bacchus Marsh.
Thanks, guys.